Welcome back, folks. Greg Siltman here for Come Learn With Me. We curate a bunch of articles in the investment space that focus on what we call our mini investment themes, cannabis being one of them. And this one percolated to the top, so let's have a read. What's new with cannabis stocks for the week ending February 18th, 2022? Now, that said, cannabis has been in the doldrums as far as the stocks are concerned. We're waiting patiently. Navigate the fast-moving cannabis sector with 420 Investor, a premium service, okay, blah, blah, blah. Summary. The Canadian cannabis sales grew 29% in December, reaching a record 382 million. That's what I've been saying, that despite the stock prices, the actual businesses have been doing great. 420 Investor model portfolios have returned -10 to -3.6% year to date, while the Global Cannabis Stock Index has lost 11.2%. Disconnect. Review. Canadian cannabis sales increased 28.5% from a year ago and 8.5% from November during December, reaching $382 million. During the week, I shared these insights with subscribers at 420 Investor, revisiting MSO valuations, cannabis subsector review, model. Okay. Here are some of this week's highlights. AAWH promoted its chief strategy officer to president. The company filed a motion to dismiss MedMen's countersuit, amended its complaint with respect to the New York transaction. AYRWF closed its acquisition of Cultivarna LLC, the owner of Levia branded cannabis-infused seltzers and water-soluble tinctures. CCHWF, these are all over-the-counter tickers. Opened its second West Virginia dispensary and rebranded its Brooklyn dispensary to Cannabis. CEAD raised $24 million, selling units at $4.13 as it uplisted to the NASDAQ. Kronos finally filed its Q3 financials with revenue increasing 80% to $20.4 million. Curaleaf opened its 15th and 16th dispensaries in Pennsylvania. CWBHF announced that it's looking to enter the CBD beverage business in late 2022. Who is that? CWB. I wonder if it's name escapes me right now. GDNSF opened its Maryland dispensary. HBORF boosted its interest in San Francisco dispensary from 50 to 80%. SHWC closed its $6.7 million acquisition of a 37,000 square foot cultivation facility in Denver. TCNNF acquired a 64,000 square foot cultivation center in Arizona for $13.75 million. TLLTF will be manufacturing and distributing toast products in Massachusetts, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Tilray launched medical cannabis products in Malta. The Global Cannabis Stock Index broke a 2-week winning streak, decreasing 5.8% to 2918. The index, which lost 26% in 2021, following a 5.2% gain in 2020, is down 11.2% in 2022. It currently includes 38 stocks and ended 2021 at 3285. Yeah. 420 Investors offered 3 model portfolios for subscribers, including 2 that are long-term focused and fully invested with the goal of beating the Global Cannabis Stock Index, 420 Opportunity and 420 Quality. 420 Opportunity ended the week valued at 87,561, down 9.8%. The model portfolio down 13.8% in 2021 of 35. Let's just skip to some interesting stuff here. The model was launched in March 2017, targeting long-term investors seeking to invest in leading cannabis with low portfolio turnover. The cannabis sector has continued to evolve through several ups and downs over the past few years. 2021 began by extending on massive gains in Q4, but hit a wall in mid-February, sliding the balance of the year after the market had gotten ahead of itself. Disappointment over the slow pace of federal reforms or the move towards legalization was a factor, but decreasing growth in cannabis sales, regulatory delays in several states, and the implosion of the wholesale flower market in California played roles as well. Oversupply of flower. In Canada, while the markets continue to grow, the evolution to derivative products has been slow. Additionally, the largest LPs, those are LPs licensed producers, have lost market share and have been unable to scale thus far. The bull market that began in March 2020 after the pandemic and the capital crunch that followed the vaping crisis in 2019 appears to be intact for the American cannabis operators, which continue to trade sharply higher than where they traded in the summer of 2020, despite the large declines from the peak in February. Looking forward, the outlook appears strong, with the leading companies moving to positive operating cash flow and having increasing access to non-dilutive capital, including debt, mortgages, and sale leasebacks. Several states will be moving from medical only to adult use, including New Jersey, New Mexico, Vermont, and Connecticut in 2022, New York in 23, and Virginia in 24. Several other states could move to legalize for adult use as well, including Delaware, Florida, Maryland, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. Several states are expanding programs as well, with additional dispensaries ahead for Illinois. Medical-only state Minnesota will be adding flower and edibles in 2022, and Ohio is expanding its program as well. Increasing competition within certain state markets that is weighing on profitability will remain a challenge. Further, while many see federal legalization as positive, this remains a potential risk factor in my view. While the stocks of American cannabis companies continue to be held by mainly retail investors, 21 saw an increase in institutional investment. Another big development has been the growth in Advisor's Pure US Cannabis ETF, MSOS, which has broadened the access to cannabis companies for investors that don't trade OTC stocks. Additionally, a number of ancillary companies have gone public and trade on higher exchanges, offering institutional investors a way to invest in the industry. We have seen several investments into American cannabis companies, mainly by Canadian LPs, but looking ahead, strategic investment through creative financial structures will likely extend to CPG companies in 2022. Oops. Oh, I know Alan. Ah, hi Alan. Good article. At the federal level, the FDA or Congress could provide clarity on CBD regulation with respect to THC. Both Democrats and Republicans are advancing legislation to legalize cannabis. While this is going to be a long process, in my view, due to complexity, varying state regulations, role of FDA, social equity taxation, this is very different from what the developing cannabis sector faced just a few years ago. Potential crackdowns against state legalization. I remain hopeful that Congress can advance small reforms, including expanded research and safe banking, and enhanced financial reform that explicitly permitted companies operating in state legal cannabis to trade on high exchanges would be extremely positive. Beyond America, cannabis legalization continues to proliferate. While Canada remains the largest federally legal cannabis market, many other countries have medical programs, including Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Uruguay, fully legal. In South America, Mexico is legalized for possession but doesn't yet have a regulated program, and it could legalize for adult use as well. Australia's medical program was slow to start but has gained traction. New Zealand has a medical program as well. In Africa, several countries have legalized medical cannabis. Europe, of course, has seen widespread adoption of medical cannabis. Germany has been slow to develop but could move to legalize for adult use. Other markets where there is medical cannabis include Denmark, Greece, Italy, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal. The UK and Israel have medical cannabis, and Israel could move to legalize for adult use. Of course, let's not forget Jamaica. Oh, that's good. That's a great update synopsis. So I'm very happy that you all voted this one up and it came to my attention. But there you have it. We are waiting patiently for a rebound in the cannabis stocks. Take a look at our mini groups down below. There's a link to a LinkedIn link to our mini groups, and come and join them. Join as many as you want and share with us. And if you like these Come Learn With Me sessions, please like and subscribe. Greg Silverman out for now.